make sounds that call you Dale cause you weren't hearts. I'll be Tracy Chapman in the fast car.
What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, hit before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front to back they yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
I'm
out.
ready to get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about, now we're doing it quick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I copy chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, name, I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front to back they yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with a 2 Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2-on-2? If you do half of what I do, then you'll be hitting the deck. I got to get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad or a sucker to test. Pimp, but too large and we way too fresh. Work well with. And quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front to back they yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front yard yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
front to back they yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. 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 Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
You just heard the sound of the king of the South. I need y'all to rewind us and play this from the top.
It's the building that was opened the year the franchise became known as the Titans. Welcome to Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Today, the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration continues, and we've got a great one for you. Between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. Cam Little after the opening kick. And we're off and running from Nissan Stadium. Here's Chimere DK on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hiking, 18, back to 60, back to 60. Ready.
And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. He was looking for Alec Iomanner, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. First carry here for Tony Pollard. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Dragon 60. Panther on left point. 70. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
It's going to throw here on 3rd. He finds his running back deep down the left side. 35 on the pickup. And that's good for a Tennessee 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Brought in by Calvin Ridley. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they face 2nd down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. Pollard hits the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans finish up an excellent opening series. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw straight away here. Has him on the quick hitter. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Braylon Trice there to meet him.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Lawrence working from the gun. Forced out to his right. He just throws this one away.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Nowhere to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Thrown right, and it's intercepted! And the Titans take over on his 5th interception of the season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
This is Ridley working the right side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
From the gun, it's Ward. Flushed out now to his left. He tucks it and takes off.
As quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. But a short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
Ward, a quick throw, complete. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So first down from the 41. Shotgun snap now to Ward. Escapes the pocket. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But fortunately, the Titans were able to jump back on that one. No turnover on the play. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 7 Tigers, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Dragon 60. Warriors 70.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. He dumps it underneath, Cole. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he's stopped out of the 16 after a small gain. 1 quarter down in this all AFC South contest. The Titans are leading so far. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. Ready to go with our second quarter. Titans with the ball and a chance to score.
70 Lions.
Ward now. He brings it in. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. Working quickly here.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Pollard can't push it across. They make the stand. Looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans parlay the interception into points. Calvin Ridley with the touchdown. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Titans double their lead to 14. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
Okay, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knock away. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Motioning the tight end left. Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Kevin Winston with the INT. And the Titans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. So their 2nd drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not a series you're going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
Throwing now on 1st down. Ward. Rolling left, buying some time, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Offense in the hurry up here. To the air with Ward. Sends this to the end zone. And the coverage holds up. Nicely done. They were tested, but they knock it away in the end zone. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Rig alert! Dragon 60! Buffalo 18! 60 Maverick! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Play clock getting close to 0. We get a timeout. They're down to their final 1 in this half. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
10 for 11. Go street. Viking 18, trap 60, trap 60. Warrior 70, 79 Broncos.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kevin Lloyd making the play. And the Jaguars get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Lawrence now off the play action. It is Cup left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches, that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Throw here, 3rd down. Got his man, Thomas has it. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a give to ETN. That run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So 2nd and 5 on deck as we've reached our 2-minute warning. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Pressure coming for Lawrence. The throw left side, caught by Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, ETN gets it. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
ETN does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's go.
One more time with ETN. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. They're going to run with ETN. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Jaguars get their first points of this game just before halftime. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Little tax on the extra points. And the Jaguars chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. Great vision, gets him across midfield. I don't think they're going to catch him. Touchdown! He takes the kick all the way back for 6. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Here's Sly to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans double their lead to 14. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Lobs this deep down the middle. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. They'll start the second half with ETN, and he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence. And this is lofted deep down the middle. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10.
Hop 70. Rig. 7 Pirates. Shot 50. 19 right. Panther up. Come 19.
Ward setting the pass. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19. 60 average.
Ward setting up to throw. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Picked off by Travis Hunter. And the Jaguars take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts and too many possessions.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one doesn't go far.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. You know, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Looking to throw. Lawrence has him on the quick hitter. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Back to the air, Lawrence. Complete beyond the marker. You mix it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Ridley makes the grab downfield. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. Well, they will certainly take that kind of passing from the rookie out of Miami as he gets them the first.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They get to Pollard from the gun. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Titans have a first. Ward, a quick throw, complete. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Tennessee first down.
At the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now. Buys time, rolling right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down. Working quickly here.
Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. Fits it through the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Bronco 80. 18 Panther, 19 Lion. Cup 19. Cup 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Third and long for him here. He brings it in. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Big touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for second and goal. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
And he has the Tennessee touchdown. The Titans take a lead just before the end of the third. Calvin Ridley with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Extra point is up and good from Sly. And the Titans break that tie and now lead by 7. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. On the ground to begin this drive with Etienne. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Motioning the tight end now. Lawrence working from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. And that takes them to 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And this is going to be hit by a defender and knocked away. Incomplete as the end zone look comes up empty, Brock. They've got a 4th down decision to make. Titans to the line now. 1st and 10.
77, Buffalo 18. Warriors 70. 18, 5 in. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Dragon 60. 19 tight. Panther 11. Panther 11. Mustang 19.
From the gun, it's Ward. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target was Calvin Ridley. And it sets up 2nd down.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. He dumps it underneath. Pollard. And some excellent work to drive him all the way up past the 30-yard line. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. The Titans have it with the lead. Just got to hang on for a little bit longer. First down now, ball at the 33. 'Gonna throw this one. Ward has some daylight through the 40.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
The give on second to Pollard. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First and 10 here. Ward. Throwing deep here for the end zone. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Titans double their lead to 14. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on first and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Short pass brought in. Here he goes again. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars now within 1 score in the fourth. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Little tax on the extra point. And the Jaguars cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Now on the return, here's DK. Showing a little burst so far. They're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, first and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. On the move, headed right. This is Ridley working the right side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. First down throw here for Ward. Taking a chance to the end zone. And he's got it! Way up for a touchdown! The Titans score up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Here's Sly to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Titans double their lead to 14. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He almost threw another one, Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Almost a very quick drive, but the drop kick gives him new life. This is second down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down. Here he goes, third and long. Short pass caught by his tight end. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. Well, he got crushed on that tackle, and now we can see he's in a good deal of pain out there. We'll need a timeout so he can get some assistance and get off this field. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. All set to go now from the 35. Throwing now on first down. Ward. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked out by Andrew Booth. And this is going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
No question they wanted a big play to begin their drive, but there's the monkey's paw. They got the big play, but not the way they wished for it. Instead, well, they got to rally themselves to get right back out there after watching their opponent celebrate in the end zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Now on the return, here's DK. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes first and 10. Ward shaking off the pick here. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Quick throw to the left is complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Nickel look by the Jaguars here. Third down. Back to throw it. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Coming now from the Titans on this fourth down. On comes Johnny Hecker. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. The punt heads towards the sideline. Not returnable. Well done. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's first and 10. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Connects on the crosser. Hits some space around midfield. At the 20. Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars now trail by just a point in the fourth. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His fourth receiving score of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars tie this game up. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Now on the return, here's DK. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
I should probably stop a head, boy, because I got other heads, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills.
Tennessee to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Going to the ground again on first. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, a run with Pollard. And 2nd down only works out for a yard. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Right back to Pollard. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Need to keep this drive going. Here's 4th and inches. So with that play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
This is our last chance. Okay, ready?
Need to keep this drive going. Here's 4th and inches. Trying to get it on the keeper. And forget this first down. He's made as he got to the line. They're not going to get this. This is a turnover on downs.
Whether they were keyed on him expecting that run, or in case of a throw, it worked either way for the defense. When the QB broke for the line, they broke with them, and they drug him down short of the sticks.
And he drives that throw backward on a gain of 4. And a timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Back to throw. He put everything he had into this one. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. What's
once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Now to throw. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down. You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives him a first down. He'll look to throw it. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. He'll give this up the middle to ETN. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. So everything comes down to this from Cam Little. It's a 38-yard look here. The kick is good. He got it. And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner. For the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you can come in, Kate, with this mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you really
Coming